How's it going, everybody? It's fucking story time. Whoa! Who organized this? Did they tell you to sit down? No. She's like, fucking sit down! That was a great idea. Very authoritative. Everybody's been standing for every single one of these. This works out so much better. I didn't know that you guys were even back there. Hey, how's it going? You just changed all meet and greets from here on out. We'll get to that. So we're a dater. We're 3/5 of the dater member. The other fellas don't play acoustic, so they're riding around on scooters outside, and they'll be done playing this. We're gonna play a song for you. It's called another song about the Shuishin. About the where? About the fuck? What? Shuishin. They keep playing sad songs on the radio, and I feel like I'm so alone on this 15-hour drive. And all the while I tell myself to just breathe. 'Cause nobody can give so much, never done anything. Everyone I used to know and do it, I've become. Still the same, nothing just stays the same. I came from. Fell asleep Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Hey.
Hi, Josh.
The movie.
It was fucking stressful. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to have anxiety for fucking 2 hours straight, just go see Gravity. You might die of a heart attack.
You were stressed out? It was pretty stressful. I liked it, though. I thought it was good. I maybe on a good day would watch it. Maybe one other time in my lifetime. Maybe.
Stressed out my whole life, I'm not kidding. I thought she wasn't gonna make it. Like every time, I'm like, she doesn't have enough juice.
I usually announce these guys when we were full swing in talking about this movie, but this is Alex Shelnut and Josh Woodard, the rest of our band here. This is the part where you raise your hand, and if you have a question, we'll answer it. Try to stick to questions, not requests. Right here.
Well, what's your favorite song of Common Courtesy?
We can answer these questions now, can't we?
And people will actually know what we're talking about.
First off, for those that don't know, we released our brand new album digitally only on adtr.com last night.
Amazing.
You can check that out. Yeah, finally. You can check that out there only for the first month, and then sometime in November we're going to do a big physical release, and it's going to have extra songs and be awesome, and you'll like it. But, favorite song off of the album? This is hard, it's really new, so. Yeah, I'll let you take the wheel on that one.
I like I'm Already Gone. That's a good one.
Okay.
I like Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail. It's probably my favorite one.
I'm gonna have to agree with Neil. That's my favorite for sure. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
I really like Best of Me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your favorite song?
Probably City of Ocala and
Two's good.
You're the Only Song.
Well, I liked two.
Okay,
Two's
I have
good.
one favorite.
More than one.
If you could only bring
Acceptable.
one of the songs with you to a deserted island, I would make it the longest song just so I could get the most enjoyment out of it.
Anybody else have a question? Right.
So far, is this better than seeing boobs for the first time?
Well, kinda. Boobs are pretty cool though. But like this shit is badass, I think.
I actually been pretty overwhelmed with the response it's been getting. It's been crazy. Just even in people like news sites that follow like our style of music, it's been crazy to see people's reactions because I don't know if anybody's ever. That's cool. I don't know if anybody ever felt this. Did you ever get to go to a store and buy a CD and you hadn't heard it before you bought it? Did anybody get to do that in here? Has anybody ever done that?
Yep.
Half you guys? Well, that's what I used to do. And I haven't really felt anything like that since then because everybody's so used to streaming and you know exactly how many songs you're getting. You know all this crap. We didn't even mean for this to happen because we were just in this lawsuit, but it kind of set us up to where the entire world had no fucking clue what they were buying. And then everybody heard it at the same time and they liked it. And it caused this really weird ripple effect that has not stopped yet, and people have been freaking out about the whole thing. It's been really amazing to watch how people have been responding. So, yeah, it is better than seeing boobs for the first time. You see boobs any day.
Yeah, but never for the first time again.
That actually does change it. Anybody else? Right here.
Out of all the songs you've written, what song has the most meaning to you?
That shit's deep.
That changes all the time. I mean, every song's about something specific pretty much. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. This doesn't really answer your question because they all really mean a lot to me in different ways. But one lyric that no one ever talks about that I thought was just spot on was on Homesick, and it's in Downfall. It says, "Go tell them we sold out, like we're the ones who changed. I write what I feel, I say what I mean. You can't buy sincerity." I think that's fucking awesome. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I mean, I really do think that's when. But no, if you think about it, being in a
Kevin can
band.
toot your horn. It's
I'll
allowed.
toot your fucking. Wait, that's sexual.
Tell him toot my horn. But seriously, you know, when you're in a band and you're putting out music that actually does mean something to you, and you're really exposing yourself to people, when you write like we write, you know, you're always going to get the backlash of people that are bummed out that people are finding you're not their like secret anymore. And I think that was a cool line that a lot of people looked over because it is so real, and you can't buy sincerity. And I think that's why our band still does well. I think that's why people still connect with our music, because it is real music. It's from a real place, and people can. It's almost like that saying, "Real recognized real." I mean, if you've gone through something, you can definitely tell that person, if they can put it in a way that relates to you, you can tell if they're being truthful or not just making up some stupid whatever, making up a story, you know what I mean? Like, and people make a living doing stuff like that, but I think that's why people relate to A Day to Remember, because it's real. That was quite the answer.
What was the question?
I hope that answered it. Anybody else? Back here. Well, we started that
Because we're fucked in the head.
it kind of started on For Those Who Have Heart. When we did our DVD, we did we did this little thing around the studio and we were recording those extra songs that we put on that album. And it was kind of half real and then kind of half just us joking around and trying to be funny. And people liked it.
Trying to be funny.
Trying to be funny, keyword there, yeah. And then we just kind of expanded each time. The next time we went to go do Homesick, we were like, well, let's do studio updates, but let's just make them absolutely retarded, and people won't even.
You have to know it's retarded. It's that retarded.
But no, that's just where it all came from. We're just trying to make people laugh instead of being too serious. Because I mean, how many times can you watch somebody play a guitar during recording a record? We just wanted to make it funny, make it interesting, still tell you the stuff that we want to tell you, but you have it be something you can watch over and over again and share with your friends. So that's where we were coming from with that. Anybody else? Right here.
What's your favorite tattoo on
Oh, sure. That's actually a different question if you heard her.
Yeah, I heard it.
Favorite tattoo, period, out of all of us. This is hard, actually.
I think I still like Alex's Chick-fil-A tattoo. Because it's still the best one.
Yeah, because that one, I always want it no matter what. Like, I look at him and say, fuck.
And it's always Sunday too.
Yeah.
Whenever you see it, and you're like, man, I really want Chick-fil-A. Oh,
It's
closed.
Sunday. I know that's happened to you, unless you don't have Chick-fil-A.
Well, you're gonna get it soon. I
Never
heard they're
happened.
expanding. I'm not
Well,
kidding.
when you do get them, let us
Mayor
know.
Benito was not about that.
Just watch.
They just
There's just
opened
something about him. It's like every Sunday, that's all you want, and then it's just closed.
Shafted.
They're in malls.
Yeah. Anybody else? Right here.
When you guys go abroad to countries where English isn't the first language, how do you get over the language barrier?
Pictures.
Well, you still don't. You don't.
You know.
We haven't. We probably should take the turn or take the time to like learn these languages, but
That would be so
they're
It's a lot, yeah.
But it's you just don't. You're just like, help.
It's not really that difficult, to be honest with you. It just kind of weighs on you after a while. You feel like you can't really talk to anybody other than us, which is pretty isolating over a long period of time. So, yeah. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm kind of loopy right now. I'm sorry. Anybody else? Right here.
What was your initial reaction when the judge said you could release it on Tuesday?
Well,
Initial reaction was, I was actually devastated because one of our managers, we have like two of them. One of them was giving me this whole big spiel about how he's sorry and he doesn't know how the judge couldn't have gotten back to us because he was supposed to get back to us on the 2nd, but he didn't. and he told us 3 days after. And it came to be like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just like, so we're not going to hear till Monday. And then the other manager, he's in like a group text, texted right at the bottom. It's like, came back, you guys won. It's pretty crazy. And for about 5 seconds, I was the only person on earth who knew it.
It almost felt like it wasn't real.
I know, they were
It was
all in
like-
the room.
We're like, no, okay, good joke, yeah. Right.
But I actually think that was probably one of the coolest parts for me anyways, because I got to tell them, and I got to see all their faces. It was pretty awesome, actually. This was like a life-changing kind of thing for us. So, I got to change their lives. So, they're all just like, no way. Say, I'm not lying, I promise. It could have been Josh messing with me with like that a long time ago when we were a local band.
I just expect that to happen.
I thought about it too.
I was waiting for it.
I thought about something.
Yeah, we had to, all five of us had to pinky promise Josh that this is real. And it's like, I can't believe you until every single one of you.
You play so many damn jokes on us.
That's why I had to make sure.
Or like the time that like you guys asked me to be in the band. You sons of bitches.
What did you do?
That was great.
I was changing
Oh my
all
God,
our
that was
guitar strings in a
amazing.
trailer, and it was raining at Bamboozle. And somebody's like, "Yo, you guys want to talk to you in the bus?" So I get on the bus and sit down, and you guys are all just looking at me. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then they were like, "Yo, so thank you for filling in on this tour. You know, we're gonna try out some other guitar players just to see how shit goes." And I was like, "Yeah, man, that's cool, that's cool." And then they all looked at me, and I was like, "What?" They were like, "We're fucking with you. You're in the band." I was like, "What?" God.
Well, no, then we threw money at you.
There was no money thrown at me.
No, that was a different time.
But we did throw money at him one time.
His first tour.
First
That was
one.
my first one.
We told him we weren't going to pay him.
Yeah. we told him we weren't going to pay him, and he came anyway, and we paid him at the end. He was stoked. It was cool. Anybody else? Purple.
What's your favorite music video you guys done?
Favorite music video? Me personally, I really like All I Want, and actually, you're being filmed right now by the guy who made it, right there with that camera. You guys can wave.
Hello, Drew.
His name's Drew Russ.
Very attractive male from Ocala, Florida.
My favorite video, Second Sucks.
Also done by Drew Russ.
Also done by Drew.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna go with Wax Larry.
Should have been done by Drew Russ. Second Sucks.
I like Panhandle because I got to meet Ron Jeremy.
That was sad.
And he told us a bunch of sex jokes, and I felt really disgusting.
He, if you didn't know this too, he has that, what is it?
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy, so he'll just be talking to you, just fall asleep. For real.
He's like sitting on set. He's like, they're like, all right, Ron, we need you. Your call. He's like sitting there. He's like, sleep. And they wake him up. He's like, all right, yeah, okay.
Do you think that happens to him at his real job?
He's like, this is the first time a director hasn't told me to go fuck myself.
That was something to
That's an
say.
actual joke he said.
Actual quote.
I was like, all right.
Anybody else right here?
I get nervous doing this shit. I'm not even kidding. I really do. Because, like, I mean, if I fuck up, it's like, you're gonna know. Yeah.
Alex ain't there to do a monster
I'm
drug kill over
I'm
it.
like, come on, Alex.
I actually agree. I take playing in front of any amount of people rather than, well, not rather, but you know what I mean. It's just like a different thing. Like when it's really small like this, it's actually a little bit more intimidating for me and him too. It's terrifying.
Wait, is the clown from It in this?
Oh, he was in that restaurant yesterday.
Pennywise?
Anybody else?
I feel the same exact way.
There's like a detachment with big, large crowds. It's almost like it's not real. That's how I look at it. You just look out there and it's just a whole big room and everyone's there.
Just a bunch
and
of dots.
my eyes just go. I'm not really like focused in on anything, and then like, I'll just cut through and see one person that's really stoked, you know, here and there, and try to have like a moment with them. Exactly. Like that, somebody freaking out. You know, that cuts through. But, you know, so you try to have these like smaller intimate connections while you're doing those bigger shows. But other than that, it's just like a big thing, and you just do it.
Yeah. It's like playing to an oil painting.
Anybody else? Right here. Yeah.
Oh, man. Totally different ballgame here. Why did you guys name the new album Common Courtesy?
Well, first things first, I just liked the name. And so did they. Number two, that's probably about as far as it went. And then
It
the
was
album's
like
all
the first thing. It was just like, hey, we have a lot of material, but no like full songs. But this name, I want to call it this.
It's actually crazy how this happens. This is pretty much been the case on every album. There is no rhyme or reason to why we name an album anything, and then it just kind of takes on its own meaning and its own form afterwards. I had the name Common Courtesy in my notes for the last album, and I actually brought it up to be used as that album title, and everybody was just like, nah, not happening. And then I did it for this one, and everybody's like, yeah, that's great. I don't know how that happens, and then it just works. Every song on the record kind of just flows around that kind of theme, and it just happens naturally. There is never any direction with us when it comes to putting a record together. It just does it. So it is crazy. So when you look at it like that, it's also crazy making them and then going back and listening to them years ahead, because it's crazy how they all tie together like that, since it's not meant to. I don't know. That's not really an answer. It's just weird. We're weird. I know we're weird.
Yeah, we are.
Anybody else? Right here.
If you had to bring, like, what's the most essential thing you have to have at the
Most essential thing on tour.
Lots of underwear.
What kind though?
My Calvin Klein.
That's right.
Okay.
Baby wipes.
I'm gonna say the iPhone. Well, yeah.
I think you might need to bring yourself first.
Well, shit. I don't know. You
What-
can't
what-
say things like
What do I have to? What do you have to have? Like one thing or?
my
just-
toiletry bag
Yeah.
Gel.
with all the stuff in it.
Yeah. I don't know. I went on tour one time with absolutely nothing at all, and I was fine. It sucked ass, but it was
Smell
fine.
like shit.
Yeah, you can make it work.
Yeah.
You want it to work. You can make it work.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Right here.
Most influential band?
I don't know if there's one. Is there?
No.
That personal favorite? Challenging you.
That influenced us. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, along those lines.
I like Bury Your Dead and On Broken Wings and stuff like
Oh, yeah.
that. The Acacia Strain. Those bands kind of like really influenced like the heavier side of our band.
7 Star.
Yeah, 7 Star. True.
Newfound Glory.
Yes.
You found Glory, Millen, Colin. Blank.
Blake. Yeah.
MXPX, yes. Other than that, I'm trying to think.
Garth Brooks. For real.
Actually, you'd be
He's a
surprised.
badass motherfucker.
Actually, he did influence.
Yes, he did. He influenced the live show, actually.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I told the
He's a
kid
sick
yesterday.
dude.
Garth Brooks is a motherfucker.
He's gonna influence the future too. I swear to God, we're gonna smash 2 acoustic guitars together someday. That's
Really fucking
badass.
now. No, I won't.
I'll do it. This one's not mine.
No, I paid a lot of
It's
money.
Jeremy's.
Oh, don't do that.
Smash.
Anybody else? Great.
Okay, what about when you get off the tour bus? Like, you're all done for work. What's the thing you're like, I need to do this? First thing I go to.
When we go home.
Yeah.
I gotta see my dogs. That's me.
Well, this is kind of boring, but shower and get cleaned up. Feel like a normal human being.
That's not so much anymore.
No, it
When
is.
we were in the still
Yep.
in the van.
Mhm.
That was like 2 weeks worth of.
I mean, yeah, that was worse, but I mean, I still do it.
Yeah, I'm good by then. I just show up. I'm ready to fucking do it.
Oh, you guys, what's the first thing you do?
I throw all my clothes in my laundry machine, then I lay in my bed.
I usually don't know what to do with
Naked.
myself for at least a few days. It's always this like awkward thing.
Alex always hits me up like 4 hours after we get home. He's like, dude, I'm kind of bored. What are you doing? I'm gonna come over. It's like every time I'm like, all right.
Crapping with the door
You
open.
want to go play?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Yes.
What do you do, Woodard?
I don't know. I usually just play with Oswald for like hours and hours and
Yeah,
hours.
dude, that's like all I do.
It takes up so much time, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
He's excited too.
Man, you guys just made me think of home.
Yeah. Anybody else?
What's your favorite
For
Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Somebody was so stoked about that. It's great. It's a great game. Shit.
that's honest too.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
I think it's mine.
It's mine for sure.
That's one. 3 out of 5 for Ocarina of Time.
Damn.
Just jump on
I
board,
don't
man.
know.
It
It's
is the
hard.
best damn
It
game.
is the best game.
It is the best.
Hey, I'm gonna switch it up.
Alright.
The first big game that I think I was obsessed with when I was a kid that got me into playing games in general was DuckTales for the NES. Does anybody remember that game? I played the shit out of that thing. And they actually just remade it. They have it on like the PS3 store.
You remember Duck Hunt? That fucking dog.
God. The laugh, actually, that laugh.
And everyone would always try to shoot the dog, like, no, I didn't miss the dog, you stupid dog.
You waste bullets trying to kill him.
Little known fact, I don't even know if you know this, but actually the intro that we came out to on the Game Changers tour ends with that dog laugh.
I never heard that.
It's pretty cool. The beginning was like a Final Fantasy VII song, and then it ends with the Duck Hunt dog. Anybody else? Right here. Favorite artist to work with? Musical artists?
Yeah.
I hate working with musical artists.
We're all bitches.
I'm way too picky to work with people. For real though. I don't even know. Do we even work with
I've never really worked with anybody other than you guys, my old band.
Can Tom count?
Yeah, Tom Denny,
I picked Tom.
Andrew Wade,
Tom, Andrew, Chad?
Yeah.
those 3.
They're part of the team for life, so there you go. If that counts, then that's it for sure. We work with them every time. Anybody else? Right. Worst experience on tour?
Ooh, I gotta go. Well,
Well, let's get some more out here, because I always tell the same one about exposing myself.
alright, well, here you go. Summer
There we go.
2011. No, 12. Maybe. Can't remember anyways.
In Europe?
Anyways, we were in Europe doing the summer festival circuit over there. And I had pneumonia for 2 months. And I never went to the doctor. So I literally just slept all day, woke up, played a show, spit blood on stage, and then went back to bed. And that was like my entire tour. It was probably the worst
It's
thing
awful,
ever.
man.
And then I,
Felt so bad.
and then I went to the doctor in the United States after I got home. And he's like, "How did you even walk here?" I was like, "I don't know."
I feel like doctors and mechanics always say shit like that to you. Always. Like, how are you not dead? Or, your wheel almost fell off, and I don't know how you're not dead.
You need a new engine.
Yes.
And like, fuck, I came to get an oil change.
Anybody else? Right here.
Do you guys like doing festivals? Like I saw you at Skate and Surf in May, and you guys look like
Actually, me personally, I love doing festivals. It's my favorite things we do because it's not just about us. we get to just be any other band on the bill and go watch anybody that's playing that we like, or even if we just have most of the day off. It's just nice. It's not, like I said, it's not based around us, so we get to be fans of music too. How about you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely watching other bands play, like bands that you never get to see because you never get to tour with them. It's awesome. That's like my favorite part about festivals.
A lot of those European festivals have like really old like 90s bands and stuff that we all grew up listening to, so it's crazy. It's like the bands you were like really excited about when you were growing up are like chilling next to you. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Did you want that last
Remember
piece of pie from catering?
Remember we were having lunch and you guys were like, dude, you like everyone was like looking behind me and I wanted to see why everyone was fucking looking behind me. So I turned around and Dave Grohl's like right here. And everyone got pissed at me for turning around. I was like, well, thanks for fucking telling me that Dave Grohl's behind me. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Anybody else? There.
Weirdest fan experience?
Weirdest fan experience. Do you like them?
The weird
Well, the first one that comes to mind, actually, this is way fucking weirder. I'm gonna change my story. Oh, that's kind of mean.
Do it.
I'm not gonna say what state or anything too detailed, but there was a person, not gonna say male or female, that would come. I didn't say that. Would come to see us back in the day, a long time ago, and they would bring spoons. Bags.
Oh, her.
And he gave it up.
We all knew it was a damn girl. We knew it.
Spoon girl.
Spoon bitch.
Isn't that a Soundgarden song?
Yeah.
But wow, that was great. But no, she would seriously bring all these random, like, disposable spoons, and they were different colors and shapes, and
What do you do
I don't
with
know
those? Like,
why. But she was doing it every time.
Like, I'm not eating with that thing.
We never really got an explanation. She
I
just,
got ricin on there.
she eventually just, I guess.
She's like right back there in the crowd. She's like, fuck.
Hey, fuck
She's
you guys,
put some spoons behind her back.
assholes.
Like,
Put a lot of work into those spoons.
Get none of these spoons.
Anybody else? That was actually great.
She probably wanted to be that star.
Right here.
What has been your favorite tour prank club?
Favorite tour prank?
Throwing candles out of the back of the van.
Oh.
Psycho shit.
Yeah, on our first tour we ever did, we went on tour with this band called, I don't remember, Caldwell.
Yeah, Caldwell, yeah.
We're still friends with them, so I can forget their name. We went on tour with them, and like I said, it was our first tour. We had this really crappy van, so we didn't give a shit about anything. And for some reason, we wanted to ruin everything we touched. So we bought a bunch of fireworks, and one night, they were at a friend's storage unit where they practiced, and they let us in there, and we attacked everybody with Roman candles.
They were in the unit, and we like went outside and ambushed them and kept them in there and just shot them at them in there. Then they got in their van to drive away.
Yep.
Our van. They got in our van to drive away.
Yeah.
And I was in the car behind shooting it in the back door.
We actually got the whole thing on film way back in the day, and I just found the video. Yeah. I just found that video, and it's of that happening. And at the very end, it's awesome. One of the guys from whatever that band was called, I forgot.
The other
Darkness Shining.
In
Yeah.
Darkness Shining. Fuck. Panama
Yeah,
City,
you guys know
Florida.
about them, right?
Their singer's like, man, you guys chicked out here. You guys are fucking paying our bill. That's the end of the video.
They were so worried, but they did way worse shit than we did.
It was really funny, but at the same time, being older now, I'm just seeing this, I'm just like, man, that's kind of fucked up who did that. We're young,
I don't
we didn't
care.
know.
Still, I'm stoked we did it.
All right, cool. We're gonna. If
Still
you have any
shooting
more
on it.
questions, think about them. We're gonna play you another song, and we'll answer a few more, and then we're gonna take a big group photo. This song's called Homesick. Everything about me seems so much different than where I'm from. time's not on my side. Right here, we have a test. I'm getting home, the end. And I won't sing one single thing until we can get this right. I'm moving on. Hey mom, I wrote you some soft songs. Tell that I'm just fine. We had to choose, we read our bills. Now we gotta go. Why does this make us so nervous? Why does everything go wrong? Why does this make us so nervous? Why does everything go wrong? Holding on to a fairy tale, moving forward but we're not there yet. I'm holding on to a fairy tale. We're moving forward, we're moving forward. I'm holding on to a fairy tale. We're moving forward, but we're not there yet. I'm holding on to a fairy tale. We're moving forward, we're moving forward. Hey mom, I wrote you some soft songs. Tell that I'm just fine. We had to choose, we read our bills. Now we gotta go. Why does this make us so nervous? You make me so. Why does everything go wrong? Why does this make us so nervous? You make me so. Why does everything go wrong?
Welcome back, fellas. Anybody else have any more questions back here? Stand it up. Okay.
Mine's weird. Mine's a bass player. I like Mark Hoppus. So like he made me want to play music, and my friend couldn't afford to buy like guitar stuff, so I was like I had a little bit more money than he did, and my mom was like, "Yeah, I'll get you a guitar for Christmas." I was like, "All right, I guess I'll be Tom DeLonge then." But I wanted to be Mark, so.
If we're talking about when I got into music, it was just a friend of mine that had his own punk band. I thought he was awesome, so I learned how to play music because of him. Other than that, if you're talking about recently, who inspires me? There's tons of frontmen, frontwomen that I think are badass at what they do right now. I think Haley from Paramore is really awesome at what she does. I think she's a great. I don't even. What do you call that? Showmanship? I mean, whatever that would be for a lady. You know what I mean? She's great at it. I think Ollie's badass. Mitch from Suicide Silence was one of the best. He really was. He was fucking awesome. And trying to think. There was more. I'll say it. You can go.
I wanted to be a drummer because of That Thing You Do. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. I wanted to be Shades. And my dad said, "Fuck that, drums are too loud." So he bought me a guitar, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck is this? What am I going to do with this?" And then he got me into like a lot of 60s and 70s Southern rock and blues. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner, Peter Frampton, all those guys pretty much is how I learned. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to no one.
Is it hot now?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Neil stole it, kind of. I would say Mark Hoppus or like an Ian from Newfound Glory. I don't know, because when I would see videos of them, they just looked like they were having so much fun, like at all times, like no matter if they were playing or just hanging out. So I wanted to do that. That's it.
Sorry about that. Probably Travis Barker. Pretty easy to say. Cool. I thought of two more. Winston from Parkway, awesome at what he does. And then we just played with Limp Bizkit at Rock Am Ring, and we got to see him a few days in a row. And we saw one show in particular. It was I think it was Rock Am. Was it the Ring or was it Park?
Like that first night.
It was the second one for me, I think.
I don't know. I videotaped the fucking thing and I thought it was crazy.
We watched them. I don't know if it's just their music or there's just something about them, or if it was just the show that I saw. But Fred Durst is really fucking awesome at what he does. When he controls a crowd and he doesn't move at all. And being a person who tries to do that, it was pretty inspiring just to see a guy literally going like this, and 100,000 people losing their shit to every single song. I mean, and there was method to it too. It wasn't just like he's doing nothing. He was doing a lot, but he was standing still. And I thought that was fucking amazing. So I'm always looking for stuff like that in people where I can better myself, because you can always be better at what you do. Anybody else? Bear.
What's your favorite thing about your lifestyle?
Favorite thing about our lifestyle?
I don't have to wake up early. I fucking hate waking up early. I'm the worst person to be around when I wake up early.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't want to be that guy.
I like being as young as we are and being able to see everything. I mean, we travel the world, and my mom hasn't even seen 4 states in the United States. I've seen every single one of them in like almost every country in the world, and I think that's awesome.
I'm going to say that too, travel. And I cannot stress to everyone in this room how important that is. Just being able to go different places, especially different countries, seeing different cultures. I know that sounds like, oh, you're just being like that, you're just trying to sound cool. I'm not kidding. I've learned more about life, about human beings, and interacting with people just being in a different country than I have from anything I've ever done in my life. I cannot stress how important it is to see other places, see other people, and just realize that we're all just human beings. For real. We're all just normal human beings trying to live our lives. And that's pretty awesome sometimes, because you hear other things. And being there and seeing it for yourself will change your perspective on a lot of shit.
I get to wander in different places in the world.
I'd say travel too.
I like food a lot. I like it to go around eating all the different foods everywhere and diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes.
We try
I
to
should
find
be
one of
about
those in every...
438 pounds.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
I will someday.
Soon, Dad. Soon. I'm gonna be.
Anybody else? Right here.
Jeremy, your lyrics are very personal and heartfelt. Are you amazed at how many people actually relate to them? And what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it is amazing. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to have the opportunity. That's all I can say. Anybody else?
Have you ever heard that one song where it's just like, you loved it, but the rest of the band's like, kind of bad song?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much before every tour that happens. We should play this song. No, that song fucking sucks.
I hate playing that song. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite song that we did for Common Courtesy actually didn't make the first version. It's gonna be on the, what's it called?
Physical.
The physical copy with the 3 extra songs. Chad Gilbert's favorite song didn't make it on the record either, so that's just a perfect example.
What was his?
Good Things.
I like that one.
Anybody else? Sure. Just go right down the middle. Right here.
Did you guys think that you guys would be as big as you are now when you first started?
Well, this is really weird. I was looking on Flickr the other day at pictures of us when we first started.
Yeah, he was. That says it all.
Just go look at them. Just take a gander at that. Hell no, we didn't think this. You always hope for it. I mean, that's why we always kept going, but I don't know. I didn't even think that I didn't even know this existed, this level.
Exactly. I thought selling out coffee shops was what
You're like, God damn,
there's 60 people here?
Yes! We can eat.
Yeah,
You sold one t-shirt? This is sick.
It's like that saying, dress to kill, but we were dressed for fucking failure.
Yeah, oh yeah. Should have been killed, probably.
So thanks for listening to us, even though we, I don't even know where that was going, but thanks for listening to us. Anybody else? Right here.
Out of all the songs you're playing tonight, which do you think is the best to fall in love with? Fall in love with somebody else too.
Oh, you looking for a date there, big boy?
Well, I think that's all personal.
Well, hey, Have Faith in Me goes out to the ladies, so you know where they're at.
That's right.
You hear them scream.
They all raise their hands, and you get to take a pic. You're like,
there, what's your name?
All right, she's hot.
Terrible.
Hey, that's a good song to fall in love to, man.
It is. Have faith in me.
You just
Good
tell
one.
some girl,
There's
like,
a spider
hey,
on
baby,
the
have
mic
faith,
stand.
have faith in me.
Stop
Where?
giving it away.
Spider on the mic stand.
I don't fuck with spiders.
Spider on my nightstand, spider on my nightstand.
She just
Thank you for saving my life.
It was probably a brown recluse.
we're all like, there's a spider! She's like,
We're playing an acoustic song called You Have Me at Hello, too. Also a song where you can probably seal the deal.
You can get her started then, and then you can seal it and Have Faith in Me.
Yeah.
It's like, these are my two favorite songs.
I'm sensitive, I swear.
This song really brings out the blue in your eyes.
I got the shirt pull, so I got time for probably two more. I'm gonna try to pick somebody that I haven't called on. Right here.
Where?
Right here. Hmm. Favorite song to perform live?
What, man?
I like playing Downfall.
I like playing Lauderdale.
All I want.
Second sucks.
I like playing Dead and Buried because it's new and fun, and you just get to jump around the whole time.
You can literally just jump that entire
I
fucking
jumped the
song.
whole song.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Shit.
Bunch right here.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how fun is the while you running around the garden?
I don't even think about it. It's like something I just do now. It's almost like all I'm thinking about is just standing up, and I'm usually more excited when it's over and I didn't fall. So it's almost like I'm competing with myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll be really excited when I do a whole pass and I don't fall, or sometimes I get cocky out there and I'll do like a front flip in the middle of it. Well, last time that happened, they dropped me though. So yeah, that's usually how I gauge it. Anybody else? I'll try to answer a few more pretty quickly. God, I don't remember now. Back here in the glasses. The beginning of this tour was probably the worst few days of my life.
Yeah. Yep. It's like stressful in a different way. They're both equally stressful, I think. Like, cause like you want to put all of yourself into it, but once now it's like kind of like cruising altitude. Now is when we get to have fun. Like everyone's doing their stuff and everything's going right. Now we can just kind of be us now and stop worrying about everything and just fucking have fun.
I don't know if you've seen on YouTube or not. I hope you haven't, but you know, some of you probably did. But we're doing a really big show on this tour, and there's just something about not knowing if people are going to think it's stupid or if they don't care at all. You know what I mean? There's just something about the opportunity to fall on your face and at the same time be spending a large amount of money to do it. That is very terrifying before you start a show. So, and honestly, we never have enough time to really practice the way we should because of the way it always goes. So it's usually we start that first show and we are all really, really scared.
I'm drunk usually because I'm that nervous. I have to be.
It's like that. It's just really nerve-wracking. I guess I can't think of anything to describe it.
That's real though.
It's terrifying. But actually this tour went over better than any tour we've ever done. So it was actually pretty amazing. First night went off without a hitch. And now we're pretty much in autopilot. We got this thing down now, so you guys are going to get the best show possible.
Thank God.
All right, seriously, one more. Who have I not? Anyone that I didn't call on? Right here.
Where's your favorite place that you've ever played on tour?
Where was that coming from? I couldn't see your mouth, so I'm like looking. I don't know. I really like just going to Australia. I wish we didn't have to play shows there because I just want to hang out, but
Australia's awesome.
yeah, it's amazing.
Sydney.
Yeah, prior to this tour, Sydney was our biggest headlining show we've ever done.
I think tonight's gonna be close.
Is it?
I think so.
I wasn't even told. We'll see.
Matt's back there shaking his head. I told you it's gonna be close.
It's going to be close. We'll see what happens at the doors.
Sweet.
All right, guys, we're going to take a big group photo with our boy Adam Elmakais right here. Adam, wave. Make sure you listen to him. Oh, he's saying keep seated.
Sorry.
They're not happy about staying seated, Adam.
My butt hurts so bad. Neil, can you guys take this? I made this for you guys. Made that in graphics. Wave to them. And I wrote you guys a little note on the front page to send out.
Thank you very much. This is awesome.
Thank
Sorry, I just headbutted your butt. Let's go this way, guys. We're gonna go take a picture. Picture times. Did you get that?